Let me show you some tips and tricks for the camera for Redmi Note 15 Pro 5G and 15 Pro Plus 5G. So let's get right into it. The first thing that I want to show you is we can quickly change the focal distance, for example, in the photo mode. All you have to do is you need to simply tap on the 1x in order to switch between 28, 35 and 23 millimeters. This allows you to quickly switch the focal distance. Besides that, we have many different types of capturing a photo, or different ways actually, different methods. If we go to the camera settings in here, we can go to the shutter type, where we can find, for example, tap to take a photo. So you can tap on the screen preview or camera preview in order to quickly take a photo. We have palm shutter, so you can show your hand to the front camera in order to start the timer. We also have the audio recognition, so if you say cheese out loud, you will capture a photo as well. And we have the additional shutter, which is displayed over here, which allows us to take the shutter button out of its standard position and place it anywhere. So let me just quickly show you these options. So we can, let's actually switch to the front camera first. If I show the hand, then we have the timer, and after 3 seconds we'll capture a photo. This allows you to, of course, take a photo without touching the phone. And likewise, we can use the audio voice command as we found in the settings. So if I say cheese, then we capture a photo quite easily as well. And of course, we also had the shutter button, which we can take out quite easily. And as you can see, we can place it anywhere and we can use it in order to capture a photo. We can hide it back into its place if you no longer need it. Now, besides that, if we jump to settings, over here we can also go, let me actually try to find some more stuff, and let me actually disable these things. But what you might be interested in is the shoot with screen off or screensaver. This can actually have two different names, but essentially it does exactly the same thing. When taking photos or videos, we can turn off the screen after 3 minutes of inactivity, which can be quite helpful for saving the battery. It shouldn't use as much battery as when the screen is constantly enabled. Also, we can go to shutter sound in order to choose a different sound that the phone can make when we capture a photo. So if you want to change things up and refresh your camera experience, you can, for example, change the shutter sound in here. Of course, we also have volume buttons function. By default, we can use volume buttons in order to start the timer, but we can also use it to, for example, burst shoot something, and we also can record a 15-second video if you press and hold the either volume button, of course, but this only works in photo mode. And also, I think my personal favorite is the zoom option, so you can easily zoom in and zoom out using volume buttons. So let me just quickly show you. If I now press and hold volume up, as you can see, we are zooming in, and we can zoom out using volume down, just like that. So pretty helpful stuff. Unfortunately, some of the coolest features that are available on more expensive models, like for example Dolby Vision recording and some sort of like audio source tracking or noise reduction, etc., unfortunately they are not available on this phone. However, what is quite a pretty useful tool for some people, I suppose, is the Teleprompter, which is available in here. So if we go to video and open this menu, we have the teleprompter, which allows you to actually get a text, paste it over here, and you can use it while recording a video. So this can be quite useful when, for example, you use your videos for some content, for example, that you record, and you also have a script prepared. So, for example, some bullet points that you want to mention in the video, for example, or something that you want to do, that you want to keep the mind on, etc. If you don't want to forget about something, you can of course press play over here so that the text is scrolling down and highlighting for you to help read the proper part. Of course, we can still adjust the text size if needed and the scrolling speed as well. And we can, for example, import our text, so you can easily get your text into the camera and you can use it like that. Now, Besides that, of course, we have 200 megapixel camera, but in order to use it, you need to either use the Pro mode over here. We need to switch from 12.5 megapixels to 200 megapixels, or you need to use the Ultra HD option. In both of these cases, you can use 200 megapixel camera, and it works for both the Pro and Pro Plus models. Besides that, what can we also do in the Pro mode specifically is we can adjust the contrast, saturation, sharpness, and some other stuff in here. So this is something that is actually quite hidden, I believe, and some people might not notice it, but over here we have this layer icon which allows us to adjust these things. So besides using these standard parameters, we can do more stuff in here. And also the Pro mode has presets, which saves parameters. So for example, if you set up your parameters over here for the Pro mode for some sort of photography that you do in a given moment, and then you need to change things up again, but then for example you want to go back to previous setup, now it's not really a problem because you can save all your settings in here into presets, and then you can easily load these presets. It is also possible to import and export these presets, so you can easily share your presets with other people or vice versa, of course. So if you need to do that, then of course we have some additional buttons in here in this place. So make sure to give it a try if you are, of course, interested in these things. Now, some couple of things that I also need to mention is, of course, the motion capture and the dynamic shot, which are also a great addition to the camera for these phones. So the dynamic shot allows you to capture something like live photos, and of course, motion capture allows you to take good photos of moving people, for example, if people are running, moving, etc. Now, besides that, of course, if we swipe up over here on this camera preview, we have the more section where we have the document scanner, slow motion, and time lapse, and of course the panorama mode, which we actually need to download because it is not available straight away for some reason, but it is available in general. So remember that, for example, if you want to record a time-lapse video, you can adjust the speed of the time-lapse video over here, and also you can adjust the duration. Usually we have unlimited time, but if you want to set up a time limit, then you can easily do so over here. And I believe that is pretty much it. These are all the essential tips and tricks that I think I wanted to show you in this video. If there is something that I missed that you think should have been mentioned in this video, then of course please let me know in the comments so that other people can see it as well. And that's about it. Also, if you need some tutorials and tips and tricks for Redmi Note 15 Pro or 15 Pro Plus, then be sure to check out my channel. I have lots of different videos about this phone that can be quite helpful. Subscribe to my channel.